Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live. Asylum Wing Arc versus VOX. This is 135. Stop. Drop. We are back. We're doing Faction Wars tonight. We got a great slate of events for you guys. We got Faction Wars tonight. We got the Fish Fight Championship tomorrow night. We got a great Squid Grid competition Friday night. We got Battle Royale on Saturday night. And then next week, we got something we're bringing too. And I'm going to show you guys the schedule in just a little bit. So, we're going to super chat it up. I see Bones in the house says, good luck, Ark and Vox. Let's do this. 135. Valar, hello, 999 Army Kills Great Minds. Channel member sponsors PDL, Fishing, Death Drop, Ship Strike 135. And a special happy birthday to Father Ron. Many blessings, son. But I can't just say happy birthday to Father Ron because I also got to say happy birthday to somebody else. And to somebody else. Because tonight, we got the trifecta. And I got to go big, right? Go big or go home. So big, happy birthday, Father Ron. And a big happy birthday to Football Master. And a big happy birthday coming up this weekend to Crimson Tide. So we're doing some packs. We are getting it lit up, getting some birthday boxes in full effect. You see Valar super chatting it. You see Bones with a special message to Kel loading up for those birthday boxes. And heck yeah, I got to get in the game because this is about something a little different, okay? Something a little different for me. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Happy birthday, Football Master. And I see all of you getting in the game because you know what? When you show up for Playdead Live, we work hard, we do a lot of stuff. We look forward to these battles and these events and these challenges. And then the next challenge and the next challenge. And right? You see all those happy birthday wishes up there. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything you do and going out of your way to make people feel special. Because sometimes we don't always, would you guys agree with this? Like, sometimes we focus, or some people focus a little bit more on the negative than the positive. Would that be an accurate statement? That sometimes people get zoomed in on a couple bad things and they don't look at like all, look at these happy birthdays. Look at our subs, look at our members. Happy birthday, Father Ron from Deadly Dimes. Look at Valar in the house. Big happy birthday, Football Master, Crimson, many blessings. All right, so let me tell you guys a story why you guys are making these guys feel super special. All right, and I'm not trying to make you cry, but I'm going to tell you something. This is a true story. So be ready for this. So recently, I didn't know all the details, okay? But this is important. I want you to think about this, not to ruin your mood for tonight. So I had a friend, and I didn't know the whole story, but I found out a little bit more. And he came home from work. I see Crimson, there you go, another super chat. And his wife had made dinner for him, and he was super tired. And she says to him, she says, hey, you want to come eat? And he's like, no, I'm tired, leave me alone. And he goes to sleep, okay? He woke up the next morning early. He felt bad because the way he had talked to his wife. So he got up early in the morning, he started cooking breakfast for her. And her mom lived with them as well. And he says to her mom, he says, can you go wake her up? And she goes to wake her up, and she's like, get up. And sure enough, she wasn't waking up, and he didn't want her mom to be inconvenienced. So he goes in, he snaps, and he says, "Wake up. Don't you see she's trying to wake you up?" Well, she had died in her sleep. And I experienced this. And I experienced this in his guilt. And his reaction. So I'm not making this up. I'm telling you guys this for a simple reason. If you only focus on the negative and you snap when there's negative, and you don't zoom out and enjoy the positive, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. So it's okay to point out some things from time to time, but don't overlook the good stuff when you do it. Can we get an agreement on that? Everybody's human. Sometimes you see things, you go to McDonald's and you don't enjoy the hamburger because you're so pissed off that they forgot to give you a couple napkins. You ever done that? You ever heard that? Where's my straw? Daryl, Craven, how many times do you hear that? And people complaining about food or the food industry. Not, would you kindly, cook this a little bit longer? It's, what's wrong? This tastes terrible. It sucks. Just don't be that, okay? Just don't be that. All right. Now, we're going to get into, absolutely. And there's a polite way to go about that. So, we got a lot of good stuff in store for you guys. We work hard. We put these events out there. We love getting together, whether it's a call, whether it's a fishing thing. So, I'm going to start with tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is different. So, all of y'all that normally fish, we're not. Tomorrow night is usually about the league. 2 teams only are going to fish. We're not fishing for 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th. But we're going to send out an invitation to all of y'all to join our fishing call, because we are going to be there front and center for Sheila, for Villar, for Ron, for Kel, for Bones, for Julia. And as they catch the fish, they are going to post them. So everybody's going to be invited to that chat that wants to get in, and we're going to see it in real time. And we're going to put that pressure on them and give them the spotlight that they deserve for our first ever grand championship of fish fights. And then next Thursday, we're going to start the league over, and we're going to do it again and have some fun. But I want this first one to be a big deal. So all the other 4 teams, you can fish if you want, but we're not counting it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited about that, and they can't hide it. They can't sandbag it. It's going to be no surprise. We're going to know in real time what's going on. All right, so that's a little bit of a change. All right, so I'm going to start out by thanking all of you guys again for all the birthday shout-outs. Look at all the super chats. Look at all the comments. People doing what they can do. Thank you guys so much. Getting that birthday box is special. We want to continue to do it, and we appreciate our welcoming committee in order to do that. All right, now, I've wished people happy birthday. I've told you a true but sad story. I've told you some of the hype and some of the buzz. And now I'm going to show you where the standings are. We got Ark at 7-3. We got Mir and VOX at 5-6. VOX trying to get that win tonight and move into second. We got Sly at 5-7. Next Wednesday night, that's right, you read this correctly. You are searching for something that you may not want to find. It is a Gavel's Revenge Swarm Raid. It has been a year, but Gavel is back. Can you find his castle? We got a Swarm Raid in prime time Wednesday night. So I need all of y'all working together if you're going to do some work. And then the following Monday, you see we got Faction Wars. VOX at Mir, and Wednesday is Ark at Sly. All right. We are not doing PCP points. We're still calculating. But I am giving away 2 packs. before we get to the wheel. All right, everybody give me numbers from 1 to 20 quickly. I got to make up for some lost time. We got to go over the war bundle. We got to go over the super bomber bundle. We got to spin that wheel for 240 tokens. And then we got to give it, tell them, Ron, it is roll time, but Trigger, you also need to tell them what night it is. Because it's why we show up. Because it is date night, baby. It is what you guys do. Here we go. Spin this thing. And I'm glad to be spinning again because we actually did a box event so we can do some more packs. We were so far behind on the box events. All right, here we go. Rolling. And, of course, I got to refresh it. Let's try it again. All right, we will reset the die and do it one more time. Number 7, lucky number 7. Y'all didn't heed my warning. I did ask when we did the box event, I said, why does nobody ever pick 7? Well, there it came up again. All right, let's roll it. How about number 5? Anybody pick 5? All right, we got Justice. We got Pope. Double nickels. Boom. There you go. 2 winners right there. Congratulations, Pope and Justice. All right. Now, I got to show you all this cool stuff. Make a little bit of noise because we got some new stuff in here. And we got a brand new piece of gear. And the louder you get with those 999s, sometimes it does affect the bundle. Sometimes they become a little better. All right, here we go. Tonight's Epic War Bundle. Boom, look at what we got in this bad boy. Silver up top. We got Extreme, Steel, 2 Bunco, 1 Resin Restore, 5 Post-Battle Pet Revive, Graphene, Carbine, 1 of each of your waxes. Oops. Dimes. Write this down because you're entering this tomorrow. We're going to do a double silver bundle. That means 2 Extreme, 2 Steel, 4 Bunco, 2 Resin Restore, 10 Pet Revives, 2 Graph, 2 Carbine, 2 of each of your waxes. All right? That's a nice start. But I'm also going to give you one more thing. We're doubling up the silver bundle. We're also going to make it a double bottom bonus at the same time. We've never done a double color and a double bottom bonus. And look at this. Brand new gems. These are the Cruel gems. No more Wicked, y'all. Look at that. Cruel Red. Starting out with 2 Cruel Red gems. Raise. Combat Orb. Frantic 5, Savage 6. That's right. Double bottom means 2 Max 7. 2 Super 8. 2 Hostile 9. 2 T10s. Take you over to the gold. That is Cruel Blue Gems H5. The stats are ramping up, everybody. So 2 Cruel Blue, Fortify, Base Orb, 1 Gold Spark, 1 Seal Smoke, but it is double bottom, so we got 2 Absorb, 2 Gold Summon Skins, 2 Platinum, and that's right, because it's in the bonus area, that's double Pink Smoke. Go over to the green, Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Arc Spark times 1, Max Seal, Heal and Thrill down at the bottom, double Fear, double Thrill, double Arc Smoke. Go up to the top. We got standard recipe. I'm going to double that up too. That is 2 standard recipes. Mythic Skins times 1. Colossal Summon times 1. And if you like to build up some AP, I heard one of these sold for a lot on the auction house. There is a Cruel Death Gem. Everybody getting one as a bonus. It is super rare. Don't request a lot of these because there will not be a lot of them. AP3, and that's right, the brand new piece of gear with a brand new ability is H16, D18, Base 10, AP8. Craven said, wow, those stats. But I got to tell you what SAP does. SAP, you target a player, you sap them. If you ever played a rogue in Warcraft, you know what a sap is. It's like you bonk them in the back of the head and it makes them a little daisy. Not a daisy. Makes them into a daze, not turns them into a little flower. But sap, if you play it on a player, their next attack will be half the rage. So if they go T10, they're only getting H5. So there's just another way to nerf your opponent. So when you start talking about gold, sparks, torment, hinder, and now you add sap, there is reason to believe that some people might be gimped a little bit whenever they're trying to do a lot of damage against you. So that is the sap ability. Kel, can we see what we got up top? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Because if you guys add 9s one more time, add 9s one more time, and I'm going to give you something special in tonight's Super Bomber that many of you have already purchased. Here it is. Look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 Goliath, 10 Monster. The middle row there, that's 2 Rapture, Oracle, Lithium, Seismic, Vapor, Snowstorm, Jin, Red Eye, Top Hat, and 2 Whammo Extreme. And guess what we're doing? That whole bottom row, we're going to double that up as well. That is 2 Unicorns, 2 Grinch, 2 Glitch, 2 Milos, 2 Gavels, 2 Unforgiven, 2 Treks, 2 Summoning, 2 Grizzlies, and 2 Maximon. And because you guys love to get a little bit of Ship Strike in play, I'm going to give you, nope, not giving you 2, but I am going to give you 1 Sad Grenade that is Seek and Destroy, and I'm going to throw in 25 Kills tokens for anybody that picks up the Super Bomber bundle as well. What else do you want me to do tonight, guys? Look at this. All right, Kel, let's see these Super Bomber bundles. And while Kel is typing a Super Bomber bundle, I got one more thing we got to do before we do the lineups. It is money tree time. All right, this wheel is predetermined. If you are not on the wheel, message me on Sunday and say, Kills, I'm going to put in 10 Kills tokens because I want to be on this wheel and I want to up the ante. So if you're not on this, you got to let me know. Here we go. Good luck. Hopefully we get a winner right here, right now. And we're going to spin it. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? It is Aiden, the Poison Arrow. Poison Arrow. It was almost Bones. See that? It was like right there. Poison Arrow with 240. Congratulations. Aiden from Team VOX getting it done. And that is the 3rd time we've given it away. We had Chad, we've had Samurai, and now we have Aiden. All right. Bomber bundles. You can see we got Cat, Julia, Craven, Crimson, Valar, Bones, Dow, Dimes, Pope, Gemstone, Kel. We're going to split it with Trigger and Fly, Football and Sly, Ryan, JJ, and a little bit happy birthday, Ron, Football and Crimson. All right. Now, if you're playing, if you are Justice, Trigger, Ron, Cat, Julia, Valar, Dow, and Shaman Sheila, those 8, please give me your pre-match buffs right here, right now. And remember, this is a 1-3-5 match, so we will add 2 minutes, and we will stop at 10:47. All right, you can see the pre-match buffs. Here we go. I'm going to show you tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Take you down to the VOX Asylum. Going first in the DZ, we got Date Night Baby Sunshine Trigger in the house. Trigger followed by Shaman Sheila getting the start tonight in the DZ. Shaman will be followed by Justice in the tank zone. Justice going to be followed by Julia. Julia is the captain. She is also sieging tonight. Julia is going to be followed by Father Ron. Father Ron is the sniper, the sieger, and the captain. Ron followed by Valar. Game Over is her middle name in the tank zone. Valar followed by Cat. Cat is in the rover zone, and Cat is followed by Dow, who is also the sniper. Remember, timers cannot be challenged. So play fun, play fast, and may the best team win. VOX is the hottest team in the league right now. They have finally got some home games, but can Ark, the defending champs, show them how it's done? Start out with Trigger. Trigger, you're on the clock. 20 seconds starts now. All right, Trigger easily beating a timer. Thank you for that. She's going Dark Boss to Main Street. Trigger playing Dark Boss in 1, cap in 3. Could be worth a bonus. 25 if it caps. Also going to Luna Lamp to Justice. Negation Wand. That is the Air Wand. We're going to take Air Wands off the board. To get rid of Valar's Blackout Wand. They don't like it. Oh, Valar, no Dominari for you. Going to put a Max Spark over on Julia. Slow your roll, player hater. And then Rage St. Milo to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction 6. I like that move. A lot of action there. Let's light up that Watchtower. And let's also give her 15 points for that Milo. All right. All good. Let's go over to Shaman Sheila. 20-second timer starts now. All right. Sheila easily beating that timer as well. Going Boss to their chest. Playing Boss in 1 with cap in 3. Absorption and a seal. Denim Temple Flame and Mass Destruction 6 of her own. Ron says it hits. Let's put out the fire. All good. Done within the timer. All right, Jess, let's stay hot. 20-second timer to you. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer. Nerf timer is up. Did not beat the Nerf timer. All right, here we go. We got get into the tank, move to Temple Steps. Let's give Justice a cannonball. 25-point cannonball for Justice. Balls to their chest. A second Max Spark to Julia. Justice playing Boss in 1, cap in 3. Dropping a seal. F5 Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Mass Destruction 6. Joey's going with 3 halts. So that is an F5. Remember, he is in the tank. That makes it an S6. So she's going to make it a S3 Snowstorm. All right, so Julia is stuck in place. S3 Snowstorm hits with Mass Destruction 12. It is going to take out a black block and 15% of a green block, 85 green remaining. And we're also going to roll a 10-sider. And see which block is frozen. Number 8. All right. Block number 8. They're playing a DI, which they can do. Next time you guys do that a little quicker before I get to the die roll, that would be awesome. But Insania is a DI. No, actually, the dragons are played after damage resolution, Ron. Those dragons are the exception. But before the die roll would have been helpful, just for a time savings. All right, so that will reduce rage by 2. It will make it'll give us an E1 snowstorm. And we go from 15 green remaining to 85% of a black block remaining. I'm sorry, 15% of a black block remaining, 85% of the black block taken out by the S1. All right, we go over to Julia. 20-second timer starts now. Beats the timer. Colossal Kang to Shaman's Boss. Could be worth 73. Cube of Clarity. Attacks cannot be stopped by player preventions. Dropping a seal. S6 Snowstorm to the wall loaded. Mass Destruction 6. Going to play the Sleet Wand, Ron, to freeze your top block. Ice Wands are out of play. Ron's going to halt 3 times. That it? All right. So we just saw this, right? So you know how much damage it's going to do because you just saw an S3 Snowstorm with 12 mass destruction. So it is going to take the black block, and it is going to take 15% of a green block. All right, and we are going to do a die roll to see which one of your blocks is frozen. If you got an Insania floating around, let me know. All right, here's the die roll. Block number 8 again. Like deja vu. All right, so now we got block number 1 frozen from the Sleet Wand and block number 8 frozen from the Snowstorm. Julia playing Chromica. Okay, all done within the timer. Julia is no longer max spark, and she cannot be stunned again this game. All right, Ron, you're up. 20-second timer starts now. All right, he says MBS against Dow. All right, they are going to surrender it to Ron. Ron is going to get a MBS award. Going to get a white flag. Going to get a ruffled feather. Find some balls because they're not on. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. He says, I'll wait for Saturday. All right. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a strategy play. I get it. All right. So Ron going MBS and getting the MBS, getting the white flag, and getting the ruffled feather. And Dow says you better look out on Saturday because he's coming for you, Ron. I see that. Battle Royale. All right, but Ron is off the floor, off the field for 2 rounds. All right, let's go over to Villar. Villar in the tank zone, 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Villar jumping in the tank. Getting a cannonball. Colossal Kang to Sheila's boss. Could be worth 73. Holy Avenger to their wall. All right. Villar putting Holy Avenger on the wall, which means that wall cannot be impacted by any nerfs, that specific wall. Going to play Flourish Wand. A little bit of Earth Green. Put an Absorption right there. Seal and Thrill, S7 Milo to the wall with Mass Destruction 6. And she is moving inside the temple. All right. Villar to the temple, Seal and Thrill. So Ron, that's going to be the equivalent of 18 Mass Destruction. It is a 7. It is an 8. It is a 9 because she's in the tank. S9 St. Milo, give them 15 points. And now damage resolution. It's a good hit, Villar. Finish off the green block. Add a green block. And 15% of a blue block. Villar getting the equivalent of 2 blocks. 15%, I'm sorry, 85% blue remaining. All right, let's go over to Cat from the Rover Zone. 20-second timer, Cat. Beats the timer. Cat going to get into Rover. Let's give Cat a tire. Cannonball and tire, so Sentry Gun will be unlocked. Gonna head over to their DZ. Mythic Watcher. Seal, Navy to the Temple. Mythic Watcher on their Watchtower. And she's getting some points for that as well. 20 points. Julia does a hit. Rover's good. Movement's good. Seal's good. Got a Navy to the Temple. Does hit, so putting out the flame, and no, she can't steal that absorption. Even though she ran over it. All right, and let's go to Dow from the Bomber Zone, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Is going to head over to the Temple Steps. E8 Grizzly to the wall. Mass Destruction 6. Seal Smoke and putting in Immortal Watcher. He says, I see your Mythic Watcher and I'll raise you an Immortal. Ron, you got an E8 Grizz. Justice with a red-blue. First blue of the game. Red-blue is going to break Dow's gear absorption. And that is the end of round number 1. At the end of round number 1, Justice rotating into the Temple. Let's give a blessing to Team VOX. Let's give a blessing to Team Arc. Shaman with a halo. Cat with a halo. Trigger with a halo. DZ is looking like 0 Arc, 25 VOX. Strawmen are 0-0. And Temple looks like we got Valar in there for a round, and we got Justice in there for a round. All right, good stuff, everybody. This will be a little quicker round because we got somebody in the portal. We'll start out round number 2 with Trigger. 20-second timer, Trigger. Beats the timer. Trigger and go with Gideon with pet score 6. Pet score is actually 15, Trigger. So playing Gideon. Gideon is going to be 20 points. Seal, Blue Spark, Trixie to their Kangs. All right, they're going double red Tanner. Using both. And that means you're going to be hit by 10 and 10. So Trigger, your health is going to be down to 80%. Luckily, they weren't double immortal Tanners. That would have been painful. All right, let's go over to Shaman. 20-second timer, Sheila. Arc is out of Tanners. Easily beats the timer. Sheila's on point tonight. Mythic Kang to her boss. Possible 63. Max Spark the cat. Slow her down. Super Thrill T10. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy moly, Sheila. All right, I'm going to put the Amplify to the side for better visibility. Sheila's waltzing out of the DZ to get within range. She saw an opportunity. She had to take it. All right, T10 Wedding Crasher loaded. Trigger bringing out the gold blue. Second blue of the game. Sheila's going to use her gear absorption smart and save her other absorption and her seal. All right, let's go over to Justice. 20-second timer from the temple. Timer is up. Nerf timer is up. This is for a 25-point penalty. Second timer is up. Does beat the second timer. So he only gets the first timer failure. Summon Tenacious to Main Street. I don't think you guys have played a Kang as of yet. So you can't play Tenacious without having a Kang. I will let you play a Kang or a different pet if you'd like. Tenacious is actually played on top of Kang. All right, he's going to play Colossal Kang on Main Street. Could be worth 73. And Julia, you got a S6 monster loaded with 2 from the tank. Sheila's going to use the prevention and prevent it from breaking the ice block on the wall. All right, so prevention, grenade does not get there. He does get the pet repel, though. And we do go to Julia, who's now free to move. 20-second timer, Julia. Beats the timer. Julia's going to jump into Rover. Give Julia a tire. He's going to move to their bomber zone. And Cat did dim that Dragon Stone. I did not mark it in round number 1. Actually, no, she didn't. Sorry. She's not sieging. My bad. So Dragonstone is lit. All Dragonstones are lit. All right, jump into Rover. Go to their bomber zone. She's going to play Tenacious to her Kang. I think that is the first time we've had Tenacious played. It is 10 points. Also protects her Kang. So you can't kill her 73-point Kang unless you kill Tenacious first. We will have upgrades for Tenacious available this Sunday. Can we hear some hell yeah, some applause for our Breakfast Club team? We will have your Tenacious upgradable by Sunday. All right. I'm getting too excited there. Okay. Jump into Rover, go to their bomber zone. Tenacious to Kang, pet repel, max spark to Cat. Cat is stuck. Dime said, I don't care about Tenacious. I just want Apex upgradable. F5 Goliath to the wall with Amplify. And Ron says it hits. All right, we got an F5 Goliath with Mass Destruction 18. We'll make it F5 Grizzly. Good hit. 85 blue. We'll take out the 85 blue. And we'll give you 75 of the next blue, which puts you at 25 blue remaining. So 1.25 blue blocks for Team Arc. Full wall for Team VOX. All right, we skip Father Ron because he's chilling in the portal. Let's go to Valar. Valar, 20-second timer for you starts now. Did not beat the timer. Did beat the nerf timer, but did not beat the timer. Going to play Tenacious to her Kang. So 2 of those Kangs are now protected. Could be a bonus 10. Now you guys see how Tenacious works. Pretty cool, right? Playing a pet repel. I was hoping Tenacious would be a cool pet. And now I see it working. It is. Cool. All right. Amplify. The third block. S6, Ron says, let's get a Mythic Sonar in play. All right, remember, she is in the tank, and we're in round 2, so that makes us, that is an S8. We're going to nerf 20% of it, so we're going to take it down, back down to S6, where we started, and it's a Grizzly, but they have 18 mass destruction, so it is going to be equivalent to pretty much that. Playing Intalio. Yep. So they're going to add an extra 2 to it as well. So we're going to make it the S8. So Ron used the Sonar to drop it down. They used the Intalio to bring it back. It is equivalent to an S8 Grizzly. All right, we got a quarter blue left. Take the quarter blue, take the blue, and give us 65% of a red. 35 red remaining, Team Arc. So we got 3.35 on the arc wall. All right, let's go over to Cat, who cannot move. 20-second timer, Cat. Timer is up. Beat the timer. All right, Silver Spark, Mythic Blitz. To a Kang, there's only one that's not protected. All right, so let me show you how this will work. She's going to amplify the wall. I'll start with that. So, Cat is going to play Blitz and Torment Julia. So I'm going to put the Torment Smoke on her. Fine. All right, Blitz the Kang that is not protected by Tenacious. Shaman, Eclipse it, makes it disappear. So that target can't be hit. Cat throws F4 Bunko to both of the Tenacious. It hits. They both die. So 2 Tenacious are taken off the board. Sorry, I put a Benny up there. Should have been 2 Tenacious. But they're taken out, and all 3 Kangs stay up there because of the Eclipse. Okay, what else? That's fine. I'm sure they won't mind you using an Immortal Blue to stop a Tenacious. So Julia playing Immortal Blue. First blue of the game off the board for Team Arc. And that blue will hit Cat's Seal and Breaker Seal. All right. So we got Mythic Blitz. We Eclipse it, disappears. Playing Bunko for 2 Tenacious. They use an Immortal Blue on it. The Immortal Blue hits Cat, breaks her seal. The other Tenacious is dead. 1 lives. And that 10 points has been wiped away from existence. All right, and let's finish it up with Dow. 20-second timer, Dow. All right, going to use a Talon on the Shaman. Take her back to the DZ. Amplify the wall. Grizz E7 from Patton to the wall and drop a pet repel. All right, so Ron, we got an E7 with Patton making an E8. Grizzly. And that is a good challenge. Talon back to the DZ. Amplify. E7 from Patton. Target was not called. That is a 1-game point deduction. He cannot be hit with it again, but that is a 25-point deduction. For no targeting. And it does hit. We got 35 red off the board. We got a red block off the board. Dow adding the Invoke for the extra grenade damage. Invoke is a boost as a DI, much like Evoke, 2 charges. 75% of a red block. We got 25 red remaining, so 1 1/4 walls for Team Arc. And that is the end of round number 2. At the end of round number 2, blessing for Valar, blessing for Justice. Captain, give me your subs. Cat with a second halo. Shaman with a second halo. Trigger with a second halo. Strawman 0-0. DZ 25 Vox, 0 Arc. Crimson coming in for Trigger. Pope for the Shaman. All right, we'll go to round number 3. Before Crimson's turn, we're going to cap 73-point Kang for VOX. Cap the Dark Boss on Main Street. Flags are 1-0. And start 20-second timer for Crimson. Timer's up. Nerf timer is up. She beat the Nerf timer. Did not beat the regular timer. Dark Boss to Main Street. Dark Boss could be worth 25. Drop seal. Milo to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction 6. Iran Rambo is destroy all Kangs, cannot play Kangs this turn. Is that correct? All right. So that Immortal Blue from Julia actually was a smarter play than I initially anticipated. So we've got Milo to the Watchtower, F5. They do pay the price for it. Let's give him a second Watchtower. And give him 15 points. All right, unprotected Kangs. This Kang dies. This Kang dies. This Kang cannot be targeted because of Tenacious. So that Kang will survive because Tenacious is guarding it. However, Art cannot play any Kangs this turn as well. So I will never make fun of your Immortal Blue saving a 10-point Tenacious again. All right, Rambo, Dark Boss to Main Street, dropping a seal, F5 Milo, and Mass Destruction 6. All right, we'll go to Pope. And at the start of Pope's turn, all right, I'm loving Tenacious now. I got to be honest. I really like Tenacious. So we're going to cap a boss. We're going to cap 73-point Kang. And we're going to cap 10-point Tenacious. All right, let's go to Pope. You got a 20-second timer. Beats the timer. It's going to go Gronk to Main Street. That is going to take Crimson's boss down to 50%. It's going to play his boss to Main Street as well. So we got a showdown. So we got Crimson on Main Street. We got Pope on Main Street. Both playing in 3. Both trying to cap in 5. Playing a Seal and Thrill. Going to Gold Spark Justice. And Ron, you got a T10 Goliath coming at Crimson's boss. Crimson going to play the Prevention and shut it down. All right, let's go to Justice. Gold Sparked in the Temple. Justice. Before we get to your turn, we're going to cap your boss. 2 flags for Team VOX. And that will start 20-second timer. Timer is up. Beats the nerf timer. Going to play Mythic Gideon for a -28. Seal and Thrill. Got to see the juice on it. All right, he is Gold Sparked, so it's 50%. He's got an S8, 9, 10, 11, 12. S12 Wedding Crasher to the wall with pet score 15. Julie says it hits. And of course it does. It's a big hit, but it just breaks the seal on the wall. Remember, Julie used the wand to freeze the top block. Big grenade hit. Crimson playing Chromica. And let's go over to Julia, 20-second timer. And that Dragonstone is actually dimmed. Julia dimmed it last round. She is sieging. Julia is tormented as well. Beats the timer. Julia going to move to their rover zone. play Mythic Gideon on Triggers Gideon. So that minus 20 that Trigger played, the original Gideon, is going to be erased because that Gideon is going to go back to Trigger's hand. Smart move by Julia, playing it on somebody who's not in the game because they obviously can't replay it. So move to Rover Zone, Wicked Gideon, Rage Tonic, to their Main Street boss with Pet Score. Julia playing the Bounty Bear, going to be worth 30, PS 30. All right, E1 Gideon is going to hit Crimson's boss. We'll take Crimson's boss from 50%. After mass destruction, down to 41%. Crimson's boss at 41%, Pope's boss at 100%. All right, Ron, you were out of the portal. 20-second timer. Ron beats the timer. Going to move to his own DZ. Holy Avenger. His wall. That is going to get rid of any negative effects on his wall, so that frozen block is now gone. That wall cannot be nerfed by any means. Go play a boss to the side chest. Ron playing boss in 3, cap in 5. Drop seal. Mass destruction 6. And a Raged Elmo. Light up the 3rd watchtower. Give him 10 points for that Elmo as well. Movement, legendary, boss, seal, rage, Elmo to the watchtower. All good. Solid move there. Let's see. Valar's got a solid move up her sleeve. 20-second timer. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer. She did beat the nerf timer. Wicked boss to the side chest and mirror smoke on the Main Street boss. All right, Valar playing Wicked Boss. She plays it and they have a boss out. That's going to be a 50-point deduction. 4. 1 second. All right, so Valar, which boss would you like to give the minus 50 to? Their boss on Main Street or the boss on the side chest? All right, boss on side chest. So, Ron, your boss would get a minus 50 if it caps. And they're going to howl justice. Give him 18 seconds. And the F5 gavel is going to hit. Going to be a bigger shot. Mirror smoke is not resolved yet, but they choose to let it hit. Crimson's boss going from 41% after mass destruction. Down to 18%. Dow going to use a second charge of Invoke. Add 50% more damage to the attack. Going to take Crimson's boss down to 9%. No more Invoke charges. All right, let's go to Cat. 20-second timer, Cat. Beats the timer. All right. I need to correct damage. I'll get to Cat's move in a second. The Invoke is 25% damage, not 50. And I gave Dow 50% damage twice, once on the wall, once on the target. So I'm going to add that damage back to those attacks. Crimson's boss is at 13%. The arc wall is at 2 full red blocks, not 1.25. Ron and Julia, give me triple nines if you understand what I just did. The Evoke is 50% damage nerf. The Invoke is a 25% damage boost. I gave Dow 50% bonus on both those attacks. So I just corrected it. He only got 25 on those. All right. So we got Mythic Gideon pet score from Cat. So minus 28 for Arc with a pet score 15. All right. What is the ability we're using for Glacier? To freeze your wall or to lessen this attack? All right. This will nerf this attack 50%. So we got Cat with a S8 equivalent after the Seal and Thrill. And after Mass Destruction, it'll be equivalent to an S8 Goliath. Sorry, S8 Grizzly. And we'll cut it in half. We'll make it an S4 Carnage attack. S4 Carnage. S4 Carnage is going to get you a full black block. All right, final move of round 3. Let's go to Dow. 20-second timer starts now. Timer is up. Beats the timer. E6 Grizz to the boss on Main Street. Red Pirate their sub. Is that a Seal Smoke? Thrill Smoke, okay. All right, so Ron's going to make it a S7 to your boss, a pirate to your sub. Justice going to play horse and stop the grenade. All right. Crimson's boss at 13%, Pope's boss at 100% at the end of the round. We give it a blessing for Justice, blessing for Villar. Pope with a halo. Cat with a third halo. Crimson with a halo. Strawman 0-0. Ron with a halo. VOX 25. DZ Arc 0. Ron and Crimson holding down one. Cat taking the other, but Pope holding his own. All right, we're going to go to round number 4. Crimson, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Nerf timer is up. Beat the second penalty timer. All right, she's going to play Quake, Colossal Kang to Ron's boss. Colossal Kang could be worth 73. Torment Valar after she quakes her out of that side of the temple. Valar also loses her tank. Only one temple chamber is open, and that is Justice side. She is going to move out of the DZ to the no zone. Give Julie her pet repel back. Going to amplify the wall. And you got a T10 Grizzly loaded with Mass Destruction 24. Julia says, wait. Pope going to prevent it. And let's go to Pope. 20-second timer from the DZ. Beats the timer. Colossal Kang can be played this round. Possible 73. The Rambo effect is worn off. Gonna play Amp. Got a 5th Amplify on their wall. And S8 Grizz to the Main Street boss. Justice going to intervene it. All right, speaking of Justice, Justice is no longer gold sparked. Let's go back to Justice from the temple. 20-second timer. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Stop, stop, stop. Don't do your move yet. One second. Yep. You don't have to challenge it. I was already looking at it. So, Ron, the mirror smoke is still on that target, so it cannot be prevented. Unless you'd have another action that you'd like to play. Gold blue from Cat. All right, so they've used Horus. Now they're using the gold blue. That is the final blue of the game for Team VOX. Mirror smoke remains. Gold blue is going to hit Pope. Gold is going to break his seal. All right, Colossal Kang, Amplify, S8 Grizzly, and Burning a Blue, says Father Ron. All right, Justice, now we go over to you. 20-second timer, Justice. Pope's going to play Absorption, which means he will get his seal back. Watcher, Dragon Smoke. All right, Justice beats the timer. Going to put Watcher on the second Watchtower. Each now has a Watchtower. He's going to get the points for Watcher. +5. S8 Goliath loaded to the wall with Amplify. Dragon Smoke to relight the Dragon Stone. Mortal Blue from Dow. Second blue of the game. That Immortal Blue is going to break Justice Seal. All right, Watcher, Dragon Smoke to relight the Dragon Stone. S8 Goliath to the wall with Amplify. Immortal Blue shuts it down and breaks Justice Seal. All right, let's go to Julia. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Julia's going to move to their tank zone. Gold Spark to Justice. Mythic Blitz, Crimson's. She doesn't have a... Yes, she does. Mythic Blitz to Kang. Pet Repel. S8 Grizzly loaded to the Main Street Boss and going to Howl Justice. Down to 16 seconds. Ron says wait. Going to play Tanner. And S8 Grizzly loaded to the Main Street Boss. I'm assuming the grenade hits because it can't be... Or just confirm it hits. Does hit. Is going to kill Crimson's Boss. All right, Crimson's Boss is off the board. Julia with a Ruffled Feather. And Pope in control of Main Street. All right. So movement's good. Spark is good. Blitz is good. Repel is good. Grizzly is good. Howl is good. All right. Ron will have the next move. Before we do that, I am going to interject a kill shot pro tip. Okay? items such as evoke, redirects, sonars, true or false, can redirect or lessen the damage to a target in mere smoke. Just something for all players to keep in mind. Mere smoke is not the end of the world. It can be judiced, it can be nerfed before the damage goes in. It can't be prevented from hitting, but mere smoke is good. I don't dispel that. But there are some things that can nerf the attack as it goes in. Correct. So just, I know some of you knew that. I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Otherwise, mere smoke would be hella powerful. Yes, I used the Taylor Swift word, hella. All right, let's go. Father Ron, 20-second timer. Ron, Wicked Colossal Kang. Going to bounce to Colossal Kang that is out there. I'm thinking that belongs to Pope. Pope, put that Colossal Kang back in your hand. And Ron playing his own, which is worth 73. I like saving that for the right time. Rambo and Colossal Kang, not a bad combination, Ron. Little pet repel. Amplify the wall. And E2 Milo to the Watchtower. It's going to light up Watchtower number 4. It's giving the points for the Milo. Wicked Colossal Kang, Pet Repel, Milo, Amplify, all good. All right, Valar, who's tormented in the no zone, 20-second timer. Does beat the timer. I'm going to go Wicked Gideon. Going to put Dust on Justice. All right. Do you have a Wicked Gideon in your inventory? Yes or no? Okay. So if she had one, I would have to make her play it. So that is a Mythic Gideon. So that is going to be a minus 28 for VOX. But she doesn't own one. All right. Mythic Gideon, Dust to Justice, Rage Tonic, Pet Score 15. Playing the Bounty Bear. Make it PS 30. And they're going to stop the grenade. All right, so intervene is good. Mythic Gideon, Dust, Rage Tonic to the wall. They shut it down. That is 2 full red blocks. All right, let's go over to Cat. Cat, 20-second timer from the DZ. Got a very even game so far. Teams doing it different ways. Gonna eye on Julia. Move her to the no zone. Kang to Ron's boss. Colossal could be worth 73. Drop Fear Smoke on the Pope. Fear him out of the DZ. S6 Grizzly loaded to the wall, and Howl Dow. Julia says, wait. What you got? Gold Sonar from Valar. All right, 15%. Okay, is that it? I assume yes. We'll make it a F5. All right. Using both sonars. Both sonars are off the board. It's going to be a 35% nerf. We'll make it a S4. They got 24 mass destruction. So looking at an S4, F4 monster equivalent. Green block. 50% of a green block. Arc, 2 red blocks remaining. Fox, 50% of a green block remaining. All right, final move of the first half. Dow, you're up. 20-second timer starts now. Beats the timer, gonna drop. Mythic Kang on Main Street. Howl to Justice. Justice, you're down to 14 seconds to get your move in. Mythic Kang could be worth 63 if it caps. And Ron says, wait. Cat with the grenade. All right, prevention. No grenade damage, end of round number 4. Justice with a blessing. DZ. Avalanche style. VOX 75. Arc 0. Cat with a 4th halo. Ron with a 2nd halo. Villar loses her seal. Captains, give me your sub. Julia loses her seal. Avalanche. Dow loses his seal. Avalanche. Pope loses his seal. Strawman 0-0. Dow, give me a substitute for it. Art gets her first warning, but you prevented it anyway, so he's using E5. So Vox with the challenge on the S6, he's substituting E5. But they used a prevention, and Art gets a warning for using an ineligible item. All right, Vox subs. We got Skylight for Pope, busy in the DZ. Or busy in the ozone, sorry. Lingering smokes go away. Justice is no longer affected by dust smoke. Ron, you lose your seal for elevation. Pet repel for elevation. Cat loses her seal for elevation. Dr. Dye coming in for Crimson. Regine in the ozone. All right, order is as follows. Dr. Dye, Sky, Justice, Julia, Ron, Dow, Cat. Wait. Do this again. Dr. Dye, Sky, Justice, Julia, Ron, Villar, Cat, Dow, Regine, and Busy is the order. All right. Started out with Dr. Dye, 20-second timer to the doctor. Timer's up. Nerf timer is up. Beat the nerf timer. All right, start now. She's going to Talon Justice to the temple. All right, and I think Quake is a 2-turn chamber block. I'm double checking now. All right, so keep in mind, there's only one temple chamber open for round 5, and Justice is now in it. Gonna max spark Sky. Slow her down. Rage Grizzly loaded to the wall with Amplify. All right, Julia, you got a Rage Grizzly. It hits. Add the Mass Destruction to it. And it is 50% of a green block, but it is only 1 Rage. After Mass Destruction, takes down to 50% of the green block and gets 25% of a blue. You got 75 blue remaining. Good grenade, kind of weak Rage. All right, before we get to Skylight, we are going to cap Pope's Boss and a 63-point Kang. Flag should be 2-2. All right, let's go to Skylight. 20-second timer starts now. Beats the timer. Going to go Kang. Tuvalar's Boss is a 45-point Kang. Going to turn Rage Yin into a warrior. Gold Spark Justice again. Ouch. Dropping a seal. Mass Destruction 6. And H9 Bunko to 2 of those 73-point Kangs. She did not move. So the Max Spark slowed her, but did not stop her. And then the Max Spark wears off. All right, so they're going to play their second Tanner. All Tanners are now out of play. And Ron playing the prevention. All right, Kang is good. Rage Yin is a warrior. Gold Spark Justice, play a seal. Throw a couple Bunkos. We get the second Tanner and also a prevention. Good stuff tonight. Good stuff. You guys are playing great. Keep it up. All right, let's go to Justice, who is gold sparked again. 20 seconds, Justice. Feels like a very, very close match. Remember, he had a 14-second timer, so he didn't make that. Did not make his nerf timer. This is for a second penalty of 25 points. Did not make that with the howl. This is for a 50% nerf. Does beat the 50% nerf. But they did get the howl on him, and it cost him 25 points. There is no tank. Can play thrash. Justice like, I'm in the temple, but by God, I'm going to find a tank somewhere. Going to play Thraxus for next round for Dragonstorm. Going to play Tenacious. Protect one of those 73-point Kangs. H9 Gavel, Pershing loaded to the wall with Mute. All right, so Mute is not active. You can hinder. All right, so putting a hinder on Julia for a -1. Mute does not occur in ability. And prevention by Sky is fine. All right. He was 50% nerfed with the gold spark, and he was also 50% nerfed with the time penalty. So he would have gotten 25% of his total damage. But now he's not gold sparked, and they did use a prevention to stop it anyway. May not have been a super strong hit. All right, here we go. Let's go over to Julia. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Gonna drop Mythic Nolan. Max Seal to Busy. Make sure that's busy. I got to scroll up because YouTube hates me. M7 Unicorn loaded to the wall with Melt to Cat. Lower her grenade damage. Unicorn does hit. Finish the wall. It also remove and a teardrop. 2 blocks after mass destruction 24. It does finish the 2 blocks. And a little bit extra. All right, let's rebuild it. And let's give a gold bar to Julia. 50 points. First wall of the night. And we're also going to take out, because it was a unicorn, take out the black block. And we're going to give it a teardrop. All right, Ron, up to you. 20-second timer. Sorry, scratch that, Ron. Hold up, hold up. Before Ron's turn, we're going to cap all his points. So we got a third boss for Team VOX. 229 points between the Kangs and the Tenacious. 229. Flags are now 3-2. All right, now let's go to Ron. 20 seconds starting now. Beats the timer. Gonna move to their DZ. Play a Mythic Gideon. Seal and Thrill. Elmo to the Watchtower. Pet score 30. And it hits. Let's get that St. Elmo lit up. And let's give him another 10 for the St. Elmo. Movement, Gideon, Seal. Total of an S6. All he needed was the F5, but he does get the thrill anyway. Elmo and Pet score all good for the birthday boy yesterday. All right, let's kick it over to Valar. 20-second timer. Actually, stop. Let's go with Valar. 45-point Kang Valar. And also, bosses are now 3-3, which is where they will remain for the game. All right, Valar, now your turn. 20 seconds. Beats the timer. She's going to go to Temple Steps. Gold Spark Justice. Max seal to busy. She's already sealed. So you blitz the Kang that doesn't exist. You put a seal on a person who already has a seal. Is there any other moves that you'd like to waste? or is 2 enough? Hinder justice is good. All right, she's going to go S8 Maximon to the wall. All right. Gold Blitz has been played. I need a valid target for Gold Blitz. So you can pick any player on their team. Thraxus is good. The seal on busy is going to fizzle. Going to play Gold Blitz on Justice, which will get rid of his pet repel. All right. Temple Steps, Thraxus, Gold Blitz to Justice, gets rid of his pet repel. Gold Spark to Justice, shrinks him. Max Seal to Busy, fizzles, she's already sealed. S8 Maximon, loaded to the wall, and a Hinder to Justice. Mythic Sonar and a VOX, so we're going to cut it 70%. Final Sonar off the board. Maximon effect will hit, and that will subtract 15 points, so the equivalent of getting rid of one of those Elmos. So we're going to make it an S2 Maximon after mass destruction. S2 Carnage. Green block off the board. We're on wall number 2. Health is a little different. All right, let's go over to Cat. 20-second timer, Cat. Didn't beat the timer. Did not beat the nerf timer. Did beat the second timer. All right, going to go to her DZ. Bane to their wall. Max Seal to Justice. Bunko to Villar and Julius Nolan. And Hinder Villar. DZ, Goldbane to their walls. Maxiel to Justice. F5, Bunko to Villar and Nolan. Julius Nolan is out of play. Damage to Villar. 7%. Take Villar down to 93. Health. And Bane to rebuild. Green block is back. Dow, your move. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Going to torment Dr. Die. Gold Rage, Arc Spark, E9 loaded, gavel to the wall. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, Ron. After the pet. E13 gavel with mass destruction. Dr. Die going to evoke and medic page 3. Justice had played a seal on himself, so we'll redirect that seal to Cat. So Justice and Cat are both sealed. All right, we're going to evoke and medic page 3. So 50%. She's evoking first. So now cut the initial attack 50%, which is smart because then the rest of it will go to her. So 25% will get through, 25% will go to Dr. Die, 50% will be nerfed. So 13. It's going to be an S6.5 initially. Then out of that 6.5, lithium power. S6.5 lithium. Dr. Die is going to take some of that damage. Take 15%, Dr. Die. Got you to 85%. Then half of that is going to go to the wall. So 6.5 makes it a S 3 1/4. So Rage 3.25. Cataclysm. 3.25 Cataclysm. Equivalent. Is good for a green block. All right, so green block goes down. Dr. Die takes a little bit of damage. Grenade has resolved. Let's go to Regen. 20-second timer, Regen from the Ozone. Timer's up. Beat the timer. Proton Pact, steal Busy's buffs. No seal for you, Busy. Get in a turret. Give him an extra E2 Rage. Send her for points. Drop seal. Warrior Rage, Grizzly loaded to the wall. Julia's going to intervene it. So it would have been a 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Grizzly intervenes, stops it. All right, let's go to Busy B. 20-second timer, Busy. Beats the timer. Busy's going to jump in the turret. Turn it to a ninja. Going to put Torment on Justice. Mythic Orbital to their wall. If it caps. Could be worth 22. T10 Grizzly to the wall with Pershing and Mass Destruction 6. All right, this is going to be a little tough. 10, 11, 12, 13. Grizzly with MD 30. And no Torment on Busy. Best grenade hit of the night. Green, blue, blue. And 15% blue. 3.15 blocks for Busy B. 85% blue remaining. I had to add the turret bonus too. That's why she got the extra blue. All right, good job, Busy B. That's the end of round number 5. We're going to Dragonstorm, everybody. Let's roll them. Both teams qualified for Dragonstorm. Rage 1. All players will get Rage 1 added to their attacks. All right, round 6. Dr. Die, you're in the no zone. You are tormented. 20-second timer starts now. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Did beat the nerf timer. Nerfs could be important. Skull to Busy, Vines to Sky, Blue Spark, Rage Tonic, Grizzly loaded to the wall with Pet Score. Cannot play Pet Score because no pet is scoring. All right, what is Busy Bee intervening? Intervene a grenade. All right. Dr. Die is going to get a absorption. We're going to light a 6 watchtower with Scold. Busy taking 10% damage. Going to get rid of Sky's Seal. Going to hit her for 10% as well. Going to play Strike for additional pet damage. Taking Busy down to 82%. All right, Scold is good. Vines is good. Blue Spark Rage. And the grenade is stopped by Busy Bee. All right, let's go over to Sky. 20-second timer. All attacks get Rage 1. Sky's going to move inside the temple. Red Gideon. Minus 22 for Team VOX. Going to torment Father Ron. And I need to back up on this move too because I got to give DZ points. So hold up 1 second because there was an avalanche. Actually, there was not an avalanche, but I got to give VOX their points. So that does hit. All right, at the end of last round, a couple things happened in round 5. Justice got a gold orb. So 100-point gold orb for Justice. The DZ, Ron got a 3rd halo. Sky got a halo because she was in the DZ. And Cat got a halo. It was not an avalanche, though. But VOX did get 25 points. Art got 0. Strawman was 0-0. All right. Had to get that cleared up. All right. So we got Sky moved to the temple. Red getting is good. Torment's good. S8 Goliath loaded to the wall with Amplify. Now the pain comes a little bit more with Amplify. Big grenade hit. We got 85 blue. Blue block. Teardrop. Makes it go away. Red block. $25% of a red block. 75 red remaining. Arc 1.75 on that wall. Justice, you got 14 seconds starting now. Timer's up. Nerf timer started. Timer's up. 25-point timer started. Beats the 25-point timer. All right, Justice is going to go Scold to Busy. Super Thrill. Blue Spark. H9 Maximon loaded. Julia playing gold blue. All right, Scold to Busy is going to light up. Watchtower number 7. Gold blue, final blue of the game. Justice is Tormented, I believe. Justice, no H9. And Julia, do you still want to use the gold blue? It is still going to be a 4, 5, F5 Maximon. You still want to use the gold blue? Yes. All right. So gold blue, and it will break Justice Seal. All right. And Julia, 20-second timer. Good. Torment Cat. Jin Shi. Give a -1 across the board for Team VOX. Going to play Kruger to get rid of that Watchtower. They still have 6. Going to play Roar. Enrage 1. H9 Unforgiven. It is going to take down the wall, and it is going to give them a second gold bar. 2 walls for Team VOX, or Team Arc. Go ahead and rebuild the wall. All right, we have 1 minute remaining. We are going to call it right there. We will not get the next 2 moves in 1 minute. We're going to stop it right there because the road team does get the final move. So, congratulations, both teams. We're going to stop and calculate the totals. It's probably going to be another close one. We do have to do a couple countdowns as well. We got Arc with 3 rings. Not a lot of help there from a point perspective. They did just get that wall down. It looked good, but those 3 rings did not get a whole lot of points. Got a black, a green, and a green. Over on the other side, we got 5. That's going to help Team VOX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts them down in the red. So solid match by both teams. A whole lot of extras. Give me 5 minutes, everybody. 5 minutes, and I'll have a winner. I have no idea. I feel like it's a super close game, but I think both teams, it was very well played. So we'll figure out all the orbs and the DZs and the extra points, all of that stuff, and be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and as we said, we had a good one going down to the wire. We had VOX getting out to a strategy, and then ARC running them out of preventions, and then getting some beefy attacks at the end. But we'll find out how the points played out. So let's start out with flags. Flags, ARC flipped Main Street. They've become pretty good at that, able to even up the flag game. 3 flags to 3 flags by flipping it. We're even there at 600-600. Then ARC took them about 2/3 of the game to really get going with their wall strategy. Ended up with a big advantage in the wall game, 625 to 250. VOX not able to get a complete wall down. And of course, you know, when you get those walls, you get the gold bars too. We'll get to that in a minute. But a nice advantage there of about 375-point advantage after those 2 categories. Get Strawman. Strawman was even, 0-0. But MBS, you know how ARC had that 375-point lead? Ron got the MBS. Now it cuts that ARC lead to 175. Get to the Kangs. A big Rambo wiped a lot of those Kangs out. VOX actually got the Kang advantage, 302 to 191. That's the Kangs and the Tenacious. So now that big lead that was 175 is now only about 20-30 points in ARC's favor. So then we get to the Watchtowers. 6 Watchtowers to 0. 150 points to 0. Now VOX has the lead. Go to the DZ. They barely have the lead. But ARC did not score a single point in the DZ tonight. 175 to 0. Team VOX. Now you're talking about a 200-point lead with just the core things. But the timers were a disaster for VOX tonight. ARC was -20. VOX was -115 in timers. So just in the core points, you've got VOX with still a little bit of a lead going into the PCP points. 1562 to 1396. We get to PCP. 2 gold bars. That's 100 points for ARC. 25 cannonball. A tire. And a feather. That's 175 points. Let's go over to the other side. You've got a white flag, a feather, a cannonball, a tire, an orb, and all 150 of the DZ points split between Cat and Ron, 75 to 75. So the DZ was a killer for ARC tonight. They had no answer for it. PCP advantage, Team VOX, 350 to 175. They extend their lead. But now we got to get to the extras. The extras are the Chromica, Immortal Watcher, Pet Scores, Elmos, Milos. ARC had a total of 142, but the negatives was -109. They had a targeting penalty. They had 3 Mythic Gideons against them, so ended up with a positive of 33. Over on the other side, Dark Boss, Mythic Watcher, Pet Score, Chromica, Pet Score, Cinder. But they did have a -50, another Pet Score. A -50 because of the Wicked Boss, a -28, a -22, and a -15. But they had a net +85. Overall, VOX super hot at home lately. 1997, ARC 1604. VOX getting a big win on their home turf. And I feel like that might be 4 in a row for Team VOX. So certainly they brought the fire tonight. And getting them up to 6 wins on the season and moving them in sole possession of second place. So, great job tonight. Fun game. Good to see all teams back there live and in action. So, nice match. ARC on the road. Strong match, VOX at home. And certainly these games at home lately have really benefited Team VOX. So awesome job. You guys know we don't have a faction war for a week and a half. Tomorrow night, everybody, come on down. Get in the game, everybody, and let's get some fish fights and see how the Holy Snipers do versus the Lady Mods. Awesome, awesome job, everybody. Great battle. The league has never, ever, ever been more close than it is right now. So you got to bring it every single night. Talk to all you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Get some rest, everybody. Peace.